Thanks for staying with the news here on Headlines Today. I'm Shiv Arur. We're going to take you live now to images from Nepal, where Prime Minister Modi has launched a bus service between Nepal's capital, Kathmandu, and India's capital, Delhi. This is a bus service that was on the cards already, and it has just been inaugurated at this time by Prime Minister Modi. Soft diplomacy as he gets set for the SAARC summit that kicks off tomorrow in the capital city of Nepal. This is a bus service that has been flagged off between Kathmandu and Delhi. It is a DTC bus service. Union Transport Minister Nitin Gadkari flagged off the DTC bus service from Delhi to Kathmandu, saying it would strengthen Indo-Nepal ties. And these are pictures from Kathmandu, where Prime Minister Modi has flagged off the visit from the other side, the bus from Nepal, from Kathmandu, all the way to Delhi. Well, this is several, the big number of measures that have been announced in Nepal by India's Prime Minister to strengthen relations and ties that are already very close between India and Nepal. Many different announcements to be made ahead of the SAARC summit that kicks off tomorrow. Remember, there has been some resentment in Nepal about the Prime Minister cancelling plans to visit Lumbini and Janakpur after the SAARC summit, but keeping security restraints in mind, the Prime Minister has had to do that. But on a day that he landed in Nepal, he has now inaugurated a long-awaited bus service between Kathmandu and Delhi. Well, it's called the Nepal-India Friendship Passenger Service. It's a bus service that has been flagged off now between the capital cities of both the countries. Well, Narendra Modi landed in Kathmandu around 2:45 this afternoon, India time, and he was greeted by a crowd of enthusiastic locals who lined the route all the way till his hotel. He was given a guard of honor at the Tribhuvan airport. Modi was cheered by crowds of children. The Prime Minister also unveiled a trauma center in Kathmandu before he inaugurated the Nepal-India Friendship Passenger Bus Service, which begins operations effective immediately. Well, these are pictures from that inauguration ceremony. Huge crowds, lots of media interest, of course. Our cameras rolling to get you these pictures of the Prime Minister inaugurating this long-awaited bus service. Let's go straight across to Headlines Today. Deputy Editor Smita Sharma live with us from Kathmandu. Smita, a trauma center has been inaugurated by the Prime Minister. He's now flagged off the bus service, a part of several measures to strengthen relations between India and Nepal. Smita, if you can hear me. Okay, Smita can't hear me at the moment. We're going to try and go back to her in just a moment. But these are pictures that we're bringing to you from just a short while ago in Kathmandu, where the Nepal-India Friendship Passenger Bus Service has been flagged off by the Prime Minister. The converse route from Delhi to Kathmandu has been flagged off a short while ago by Union Transport Minister Nitin Gadkari as well. It's a DTC bus service. And from Nepal to Delhi, from Kathmandu to Delhi, it's been flagged off by Prime Minister Modi. Let's go straight across to Headlines Today's Deputy Editor. We have her now. Smita Sharma is with us. Smita, part of several measures to strengthen Indo-Nepal relations, the bus service, the trauma center. A huge welcome from Narendra Modi in Kathmandu.
Absolutely, Shiv. In fact, this is his second visit really after becoming the Prime Minister of India, and there is that much amount of warmth that can be seen on the roads here in Nepal, and a lot of expectations riding high. In fact, people on the streets that I have been speaking to, hoping that Narendra Modi, in fact, would take a defining leadership role, not just vis-a-vis SAARC, more so, of course, in the context of Nepal, and dealing with issues essentially of energy, of connectivity, the key issues really, and which is the focus, the big focus of this visit, flagging of that bus service, India and Nepal, that share really close cultural, long historic ties. But this is the first daily bus service of its kind, really a friendship bus in a way being flagged off between New Delhi to Kathmandu by the two Prime Ministers of India and Nepal, Mr. Sushil Koirala and Narendra Modi, there at Singh Darbar, which is also the Prime Minister's office. This is going to be a daily bus service which will cover a distance of close to 1250 kilometers. The price for the ticket is being charged at something around is 2300 rupees is what we learn. But clearly, this is a part of that motor vehicle agreement which has been signed between India and Nepal, where Indian vehicles, in fact, will be allowed into Nepal without a permit for 7 days here on. And they would be introducing new bus services also between additional cities to India. So there is that likely bus service that will soon be operationalized between Kathmandu and Varanasi as well, which is right now a part of that agreement, which will be operationalized soon. Clearly, Narendra Modi making connectivity one of the big issues, the big focus, because this is one issue that directly relates to the people here in Nepal.
And, Smita, there was a lot of resentment. There were protests as well in Nepal, about the Prime Minister having to sort of curtail his visit really and not manage to, visit Lumbini and Janakpur. But the Prime Minister has got a really, really big and very warm welcome in Nepal. He's got many fans there.
सर धक्का मत मारो
All right, deepest apologies for that audio problem that we're having communicating with our correspondent in Kathmandu. We're going to try and rectify that and get you a live update in just a moment from now. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is in Kathmandu to attend the two-day SAARC summit. These are pictures from today. From tomorrow onwards, it's down to SAARC business. He arrived first. Soon after his arrival, the Prime Minister inaugurated a trauma center in Nepal's capital and also flagged off what you're looking at right now, the Delhi-Kathmandu bus service. There's massive speculation over whether he will meet his counterpart from Islamabad on the sidelines of the SAARC summit that kicks off tomorrow. The Prime Minister is expected to discuss a range of issues, including liberalizing trade and enhancing cooperation in the fields of education and healthcare. Well, ahead of Prime Minister's arrival in Kathmandu, External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj met with Pakistan's National Security and Foreign Affairs Advisor Sartaj Aziz. The two had an informal discussion that lasted about 10 minutes. There is still no official word, remember, on a bilateral meeting between Narendra Modi and Nawaz Sharif from either side.
ये तो सामान्य शिष्टाचार कहीं भी होता है, मिनिमम कर्टसी है। अगर एक इंटरनेशनल मीटिंग में अलग अलग देशों के लोग मिलते हैं तो आपस में नमस्कार करते हैं, सामान्य शिष्टाचार निभाते हैं, उसी के नाते हम लोग मिले।
के बारे में क्या? नो कमेंट। मैं बिल्कुल कोई बात। आपने मिनिस्टर प्लीज that is not a manner, okay? That is not a manner.